We went to view a 115 square meter apartment, but left feeling like it was smaller than the one we live in now. Here's why. First of all, I couldn't film inside because people are currently living there. So for this video, I'll be using photos provided by the realtor. The apartment was located about an hour away from our city, and the first thing we liked was the neighborhood. It was quiet, clean, and well-maintained. The residential complex itself also looked neat, with good playgrounds, a gym, and its own daycare center. However, when we asked about availability, we found out that the daycare was already full and not accepting new children. When we entered the apartment, the first thing we liked was the vestibule area. It was quite long, and separated by an additional door that helps with sound insulation. Then we entered a long hallway. On one side there were two smaller rooms, and on the opposite side was the first bathroom. This is where I really got a sense of the apartment's actual size. For example, one room could only fit a queen-size bed and a built-in closet. In the second room there was a desk and a massage chair, leaving very little free space. The apartment itself was clean, tidy, and well-maintained. It also came with a built-in dishwasher, a microwave oven combo, and 5 air conditioners. There were also a few things we didn't like. The utility spaces were quite small, and the walk-in closet felt too small for an apartment of this size. We also didn't like the balcony layout. The balcony could be accessed from both the living room and the master bedroom. This is a common layout in Korea, but I personally don't like it. What do you think about this type of design? Another thing worth mentioning is the floor-to-ceiling windows. On one hand, they make the apartment feel bright and spacious. On the other hand, there was another apartment building directly across from it, with very little distance between the two buildings. As a result, the curtains would probably need to stay closed most of the time, which takes away much of the benefit of having such large windows. Overall, we like the neighborhood and the residential complex. But most importantly, we never got that feeling of saying, yes, this is our future home. That's why after the viewing, we realized this apartment wasn't the right fit for us. The price and more detailed information about the apartment can be found in the description. What do you pay attention to first when choosing a home? What's more important to you, the neighborhood or the apartment itself?